Hey everyone, it's Robyn again, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm just going to show you my witch build that I've been going for in Path of Exile 2. So far, I'm only level 14 on this character, but I think this build is actually going pretty well. The first thing I'm going to show is basically me fighting something, so I'm going to cut to that. Okay, here I'm going to show you some basic enemies. So what I usually do first is to start putting up my flame wall. I kind of just spam it. You don't really have to, but with this build, spamming it is like easy enough, and yeah, it does help a lot because I use it to summon my skulls or reaching spirits. I can show you that in a bit. But yeah, now I'm gonna try to find like. Okay, I'll show you me fighting the executioner. So basically, I start using my flame walls. And I basically just keep spamming that as much as I can. Okay, as you can see, I just finished this fight with the executioner. Now I'm gonna teleport to the town, and then I'll start talking about my skills. Okay, to start this build off, I'm gonna start reviewing my skills for you. To start off, the weapons aren't that important. I do recommend going with one of these scepters that have the skeletal warrior attached, which is a minion. Um, the other weapon doesn't really matter as much, at least right now. I haven't found anything better, but as time goes on, I eventually plan on making another video for a late game witch build once I get this one to late game. But this video should be titled like early game witch build. Anyway, moving on to the next skills. Unearth isn't that important. I don't really use that anymore. It's kind of useful early on, but yeah, eventually I plan on getting rid of that one completely. Next up is Flame Wall. This is like kind of one of the most important skills for the build right now. And basically this just creates a wall of fire in front of your character, which ignites everything within its area. And the sort of like modifier, the support gems I have on them, I have Fortress and Arcane Tempo. Arcane Tempos, I have a faster cast speed, and with Fortress, it just makes the wall a circle instead of just a wall. The skills do deal 40% less damage with hits, but walls from the warriors are a circle. But basically, these things can gosh, what am I saying? These things are basically just good for helping with some extra fire damage, and this isn't even. You're not usually using this for the damage itself from the wall. You're actually using this for the raging spirits, which is just like a buff. So I think yeah, you get this from like the buff skill gem or whatever those are called. So yeah, you want to make a raging spirit, and right now the only support gem I have on it is execute, which supported skills deal 40% more damage with hits against enemies that are on low life. And obviously the raging spirits, every time you cast a fire skill, it summons 5 of them. 5 of these skills. They're short-lived, but yeah, you're casting your fire skill constantly. You can only have a max of 10. So basically, whenever you start a fight, you just want to keep spamming your flame wall. You don't have to spam it, but every time you see like the minion, the skulls on the top left go down from 10 to 5 or whatever, just like do it again, or just spam it like I do. And then this one, I haven't put support gems in it yet, but I do plan to. The Skeletal Arsonist summons bomb throwing, reviving skeleton arsonists that can detonate other minions on command. If I hold on, I'll show you something really quickly. Where is it? I actually have support gems, so I guess I can put something in now. The Arsonist, one of the ones I wanted to get was the Scatter Shot. So engrave that, and yeah, that went straight in. And another one was Fire Infusion. I don't know if you get that from. I don't remember where you get that. Let's see. Fire. Oh, actually, I might already be using that. I'm not actually sure. Oh yeah, that's our... Okay, so my skulls are... No, my skulls aren't using that. Okay, fire, I might be able to use them. Because I don't know if you can equip multiple of the same gems at once, even if they're in different skills. Okay. We're going to actually go ahead and get that then. Fire infusion. Oh, and by the way, you can search in the skills in the bottom right here. Raging Spirits, Fire Infusion. Fire Infusion may be more important for Raging Spirits. So yeah, you can either put that in your arsenals or Raging Spirit. Which I guess this is really up to you. I'm gonna put this on my arsonists for now. But you know, you can put it on Raging Spirits and test that out. Anyways, I think that was all for the skills. I'll show you my passive tree so far too. So I actually started going for Energy Shield first. Because yeah, this build survivability relies a lot on Energy Shield, at least how I'm going for it. So the first one was Energy Shield plus 10 to max Energy Shield, and then plus 10 to max Energy Shield again, and then 15% increased maximum Energy Shield, 15% increased maximum Energy Shield, and then 30% increased maximum Energy Shield, and plus 10 to Intelligence. And then you just go for all the minion life ones here. Oh, and this one's really good. Minions revive 15% faster. And then you put a point in Intelligence here. You can put Strength and then Strength. This one I went for Dexterity. I don't really know if that's the best thing, but I thought I would go and put a point in that in case I come across any gear that requires Dexterity that I need to use. In terms of this, I actually plan on going, I think, to here. I plan on getting these two, and maybe just one more of these. So yeah, it would be like this one and this one. And then obviously, you can already see over here what I'm doing. Yeah, I had strength up here, then strength, and then minion damage. Minions deal 15% increased damage, and minions have 3% increased attack, or cast, yeah, attack and cast speed. Minions deal 10% increased damage, and then 8% increased spell damage. Minions deal 8% increased damage. And I actually only plan on going down one more in this to the Raw Destruction, 16% increased spell damage, and minions deal 16% increased damage, plus 10 to Intelligence. And I actually, I don't know my exact path for up here yet, but I plan on after this video is published, like I'll have like a link in the description to a sort of planner online. I'm gonna like make a planner of where I plan to go with all the skills going forward. And yeah, that's basically it. I can show you the gear I'm using right now. I'm actually just trying to use it to increase my intelligence and energy shield right now. I actually was going for some cold resist too, though. You can see my charm is cold resist, and this is cold resist. Because so far it seems like a lot of the enemies, the ones I have the most trouble dealing with, are the ones that'll like freeze you over time. So I was hoping that would help out with that. Oh yeah, I did find this life flask that grants 52% life recovery to minions. Yeah, so yeah, I've been using that, and it seems to go pretty well. The rings, and I don't have an amulet yet, so you don't really have to worry about that yet. Whenever I make the end-game witch build, then I'll get more in-depth into the gear and stuff, but I just wanted to make an early-game build while I was actually still in early game on this character. So you could see, you know, a good way to go with it. You don't have to go, you know, exactly as I did, but if you want to go for a similar build, I would definitely recommend using Flame Wall and Raging Spirits. Those are like the two main things for this build. The arsonists are nice. They just kind of have like some extra fire damage you're getting in from time to time. And also in the Skeletal Warrior, I have the minion instability thing, which minions from supported skills explode when they're reduced to low life. So they explode as fire damage. I don't know if I'm going to keep that or not. It seemed cool at first, but I might be better just to have them alive longer. For now, I'm keeping it as that though. Yeah, and anyway, in the next video that I have the next witch build video that I do should be an endgame witch build or like closer to end game, like maybe final act or whatever, and you'll see better better skill lineup and better support gems, or like my final suggestions for that, anyways. And yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for my build going forward, I will probably take them into consideration if you do comment them. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Have a good one. Goodbye.
I stopped going out to bars, I quit smoking. Thought that giving that all up would keep me going. I got over people pleasing. I quit falling into love that had no meaning. I could search forever for a peace I'll never know, but I can't help but focus on the things I can't control. All the darkness in my mind, pain that I can't leave behind. I know there's a silver line that I can't see. All the cold and sleepless nights, running